I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing it anyway. Hi. I'm at school, so there will be a lot of noise in the background, but don't mind it. Let's try that again. Hi, I'm Tsoho, testing 1, 2, let's go. So there's this post that is trending on TikTok currently about prison dads. So there's this other guy that was going on about something. I don't remember what it was. I think it was something to do with the state of the country. And then he kept getting distracted by the daughter, and he gave the child attention as he should. And then he came back to the camera and said, prison dads, so that whole clip is trending. And it made me realize that it is such a wonderful thing to witness how there are some people that are actually taking responsibility. I mean, it shouldn't even be at a point where we clapping for dads who are doing their job, because it's their job, but with the state of how things are in South Africa in terms of men leaving their kids and just doing their own goddamn thing. When you see such things happen, you applaud it, because these men, they didn't choose the easy way out and run away from their responsibilities, but they made a conscious decision to be present in their kids' lives, And as somebody that grew up in a household where the dad was there, but very much not present, it made me kind of envy, not in a harmful way or in a better type of way, but it made me very envious, because even though, yes, most of my life my dad was in the picture, but he was never present. He was the kind of dad that was there, but he wouldn't engage with us. I don't even remember having a deep conversation with my father about things, because my dad was not the type. My dad was a social butterfly outside, but at home he was a different person, and it is so weird, because you couldn't even tell people that this is the kind of man that you guys are dealing with, because it's everybody loved him in the streets. Everybody loved him, but at home, I don't know if he didn't give a fuck or he just said, yeah, this is my mom's job, but whatever the case might be, it is what it is. But all that I wanted to say is it's so good to see these young men taking care of their kids and being present, and not only just doing it for, I'm assuming, not only doing it for views, but you can actually tell that they have a relationship with their kids and how they engage with each other, right? And it just made me I'm getting emotional just talking about it, because I ask myself a lot, how would I have turned out? Oh my God. I ask myself a lot, would things have been how would have things turned out for myself if my dad was present and actually gave a fuck, would I still have these I wouldn't say confidence issues, but this level of anxiety and not trusting myself and always questioning things. And, I ask myself these things, if he had played the role that he was supposed to, how would things be different for me right now, And it's just so sad, because even after the divorce, and even for him, that was good, because it was I haven't spoken to my dad in almost 10 years now, since the day he decided to pack his bags and go. Haven't spoken to him, haven't seen him. So it's for me, it it raises a question that, oh, so just because you divorced your wife, so does it mean you also divorced the kids? Like, what's the story there, you know? But yeah, I don't want to get into it too much, but all I wanted to say is, like, I am really, like, loving, you know, these young dads who are actually playing a part in their kids' lives. And I know, like, it might seem like such a meh thing, but it is a huge thing, you know, to have a present dad around. And I know we sometimes just like disregard the role of a man in a child's life, but the more I'm growing up and life is just hitting me, I'm realizing how important that relationship is, you know. So I just admire and give my to the, you know, the dads that are present in their children's lives. And I'm just like, keep doing it. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. You guys are doing a great job, especially if you're a South African man and you are present in your child's life. Listen, that is a flex, you know. That is a big flex, because there's a lot of fathers out here that and you know what gets me is that these men will abandon their children and then go play happy family with another woman's kids. that one baffles me, because I'm like, how do you abandon your own kids and go play daddy with another woman's kids? And I'm not saying that you know, as stepchildren you shouldn't receive like love from your stepdad or whatever. That's not what I'm saying. You as well as a woman, like, how do you stay in the same house with a man who's not taking care of their kids? Not necessarily taking care of their kids, but having a relationship with their kids, and yeah, just smells and oh, I mean, like, don't you like say to yourself, if he's able to do this, like desert his own flesh and blood, who am I? Because now I'm just like, you know, extended family at this point. I'm not his blood. But if he can leave those kids, like, don't you question him? Like, don't you like, I'm judging you too, actually, but that's a chat for another day. But yeah, I just wanted to give props to, you know, these young men that are like actively in their kids' lives. Like, you guys are doing such a great job, and yeah, like, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Like I said, especially if you're a South African man, that is a flex. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. That is a flex, you know, because not a lot of people are doing it. 90% of the men are running away from their responsibilities. So if you are a present dad, big ups to you, like a big shout out to you, because you are doing the Lord's work. I hope these men get to learn a thing or two from you guys, because you guys are the real MVPs. But yeah, I guess that's my little rant, and yeah, thank you for coming to my little TED talk. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys on the next video. Once again, that was me testing 1 2 3. Did I mention the day? Guys, today is day 28 of my 30-day speaking challenge. Oh my God! We are almost at the 30-day mark. So proud of myself. You did that. Okay, bye. Over and out.